What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review Season 2, Episode 5 of Power Book 4, Force. I was about to say Ghost. Power Book 4, Force. And the episode is titled Crown Vic. And man, this was my favorite this whole season. I'm all caught up. I've seen episode 6 already. I'm just a little behind, and I do apologize on getting these reviews out to you. I've been kind of busy. But this has been my favorite episode of the season so far. Lots of action, lots going on, lots of family dynamics, a lot went on, a lot in this Crown Vic episode. But before I get into that, I gotta give a shout out to my lovely subscribers. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all holding me down in the comment section. Shout outs to Savannah Rivers, Amore Dupree, Lamont Simpson, Tayon's World, Kryptonian Black, Quentin Baptiste, who else? June BLC, the RC Kroger, Simply Be Yourself 100, and all the rest of you wonderful, wonderful people. You know who you are. I do appreciate you. Thank you for keeping this channel going and growing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Now, with that being said, let's get right down to this episode. This episode was so good. Let's start off with Darnell, a.k.a. D-Mac, killing Seamus, where we're dealing with the aftermath of that. So D-Mac needs to be out of these streets, but he want to be out here. He's chasing tail. You know how it is when you was young. You got that little girl you like. You young. You want to be cool. This is serious, man. You've killed a cop. There's a lot going on. There's wars going on. You need to get out of the streets. And that's what Tommy's trying to tell him. And then JP as well. They agreed to this. They're like, we got to get him out of here. We got to get him out of the streets. He's not listening. Kate Kate is trying to redeem herself for being an awful mother to two men, JT and Tommy. She was an awful mother. So now she's trying to right the wrongs and be a good grandmother and trying to spoil D-Mac because she's gotten close to him. So she's trying to right those wrongs. So I understood when she was like, oh, they told you to stay in the house. She doesn't know all that's going on. She's not aware. Oh, here, go get me some cigarettes and this and that. And here, get you some coffee. Like, she's letting them go out or whatever. And I'm like, bad idea, bad idea. But that family dynamic was great. I love that scene where she's waiting for D-Mac to come back. And she's like, where is he? And Tommy's like, he's gone. But she's thinking, oh, he done killed this boy. You're a monster. And he's like, you the one that raised me, so what you talking about? She was like, and he said, you keep it up, you're going to be taken care of. And even JP's trying to tell, listen, it was for the best. But she's thinking that D-Mac is dead. And I knew that. I was like, he's not dead. Tommy ain't killed D-Mac. He didn't kill him. What he did was send him off to the country somewhere, wherever this is, with his horses and all this stuff, which is for the best, even though D-Mac don't understand it right now. And I have a feeling he's going to be hard-headed and come back. I thought it was a good choice, that what they did. I thought that was a great choice on them. But poor Kate, this done caused her to relapse. Now she's all pissed off and hurt. Now she's up in her room snorting coke again. I said, she done got back on that stuff because she's thinking that her grandson is dead, and that's not the case. I don't know why they just couldn't tell her, no, we sent him away. Why you gotta tell her, oh, he's dead? He didn't say he was dead. He didn't say that, but why did you have to imply that he ain't here no more? And that's that. But then again, maybe knowing Kate, it was like, we don't need you meddling. You don't need to know too much. Maybe that's why they did that. But I thought it was a great choice to do that. Family dynamics. That's all this is about. Family dynamics. Let's get down to the Flynn kids and they daddy. Yo, they have hatched a plan, Claudia and Victor decided it's time to take daddy out. So at Walter's dinner time, this is what we gonna do. We're gonna have the folks from Dublin come in there and we gonna finish him off. And it's going to be perfect right at dinner time. Now, here's the crazy thing. The plans changed a little bit. Now we're doing it 30 minutes earlier, right? But this sneaky Claudia, when she found out from homeboy told her, he said, oh, when Walter dies, Vic getting everything. They're not going to let you run anything. You're a woman. Basically, she was hurt by that. So when she found out about the change of the time, and homeboy told her, he said, listen, you need to you got to let your brother know. Tell Vic, You think she told Vic? Nah, she was like, oh, okay, yeah. Let him stay there. I ain't gonna tell him nothing. Let him stay there because she's trying to take him out. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Because even with you doing that, you're still not going to be in power. They're not. He already took. You're not going to get it. So why are you killing him? You're not going to get it. You're not going. No, they're not going to let you run anything. No, ma'am. Sorry. It's messed up because you probably are the stronger or better leader, but not. They're not going to let that fly. So anyway, y'all, that scene to me was just some of everything. That scene between Vic, the dentist team. Now Uncle Paulie is there. Then last week. Vic told Paulie he was done with him, but they done made up or whatever. Paulie's there. Vic is there. Walter's there. And the people done came early. Vic don't know anything about this. And I'm like, listen, Walter was ready. Oh, he heard the little shots. He said, oh, they coming to my house? They did this at the mansion. I said, wow. Man, that was a great scene. And, they was taking... Walter went out. Paulie was the one who really, Paulie was like, because even Vic said to him, Uncle Paulie, after what he did, all he did to you, you going to still defend him? And Paulie was like, yes, that's loyal to it. And he said, we family, this how we do it. Rest in peace to Paulie. I liked his character. I'm going to miss his character. And that whole, that big shootout, Paulie ended up dying, getting shot up and falling in the pool. What a scene. What a scene. And old boy, the redhead dude was doing all the shooting, Dublin, but he got taken down. I said, y'all supposed to be so big and bad, this crew from Dublin, but y'all don't come back alive. Y'all come to leave Dublin to come over here, and you go back to Dublin in a body bag. Like, y'all not all that tough. The Four Horsemen, same thing. They wasn't all that tough. They got taken down. Vic has survived, and Vic is the one who ends up let his daddy know, you did all of this. You did, and he kills his father. That was a scene. That was a crazy scene. And I was like, yo, this is off the hook right here. This is off the hook. Meanwhile, more family dynamics. We move on down to Maria, who broke up with the doctor. She called him a jerk or whatever. Her brother saw that. Miguel saw that. And you seen what Miguel did to old boy. Damaged his hands, I think he broke both of his hands. I'm like, wow. Because I guess he's assuming that the doctor hit his sister, which wasn't the case. He's meddling. He's an overprotective brother. He takes it to another level. So that's going to be interesting when she finds out what her brother did to the doctor. That's going to be very interesting when she finds out what he did. Family dynamics. They have a thing. And that was the theme. Then we saw Diamond and Jannard, their daddy's dying. And more family dynamics. We're learning more about them, and this father wasn't around, and this, that, and Jannard and Diamond, especially seemed like Diamond really does not like his father at all. And that exchange, you go to somebody's hospital, or he was in hospice rather, and he's like, the only reason I came here, he said, I only came here to make sure you was really dying. Can you imagine somebody saying, but the father wasn't all that pleasant either. He was saying some rude stuff too. You ain't nothing. You just like me. You ain't no good. That's what you say to your son. He said, the only reason I came here is to make sure you was really dying. He said, we'll be better off when we put your punk ass in the grave. I said, whoa, damn. He said, dreams do come true. You're dying. His father was like, get the... And he started getting sick. He tried to react. Every time he tried to react, he had a little coughing spell because he dying or whatever. But then they did make amends towards the end. When the father came to, he was like, you still here? And what's his name was like, yeah, I'm still here. We got our differences. And the father explained himself, and he told him, one thing though, you need to take care of your brother. I liked how you always took care of your little brother, Jannard. Especially now, go take care of the little drug addict, because he's a druggie now. Jannard is just snorting up. Didn't Biggie tell y'all never get high? Y'all remember that song by Biggie, the 10 Crack Commandments? Never get high on your own supply. I think it was in that song. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I be making mistakes too. But still, You getting high on your own supply. You all messed up. He didn't even get to say goodbye to his father. When he saw that Diamond was in there with his father, he kind of backed away. But then he did come in there when he, and I like that scene where Jannard and Diamond kind of reconcile after Dad died. And I like how Diamond protected him and told him, yeah, he said he's proud of you, he loved you, and he's sorry that he failed you. I like how he protects his little brother and told him that. That gave him a sense of closure, because Daddy ain't said all that. But I like how Diamond did that. I thought that was cool. So now this is a possibility. This opens the door. Now you can rejoin your brother and come back to CBI if Tommy will allow it. So I thought that was good. But now let's get back to this Flynn family. Man, when Vic came out victorious and came back to Claudia's house, to her beautiful penthouse, whatever, came back up in there, the look on her face like she saw a ghost. And I said, I hope Vic is not stupid. And I was like, I hope he ain't falling for this. And she's like, oh, you made it. He said they came a little earlier. But he remembered they had a whole plan. Vic went and checked the place out. He's like, she ain't come out this restaurant. She set me up. She was trying to take me out too. She knew this thing was starting earlier. And then homeboy was like, oh, it's starting early. I told her to tell you whatever. Before he could finish his sentence, she shot him, killed him. I said, look at her. You showed your hand right there. And I was like, I think Vic is on to you. Vic ain't stupid. And Vic was definitely on to her. You think I'm dumb? He gave her the hug like, yeah, okay, bitch, I got you. I said, this family is cold. So this prompts Vic to go to the feds, because he got arrested early in the episode. He decides to go to the feds and make a deal with the feds. He said, listen, there was a big shootout. My father's dead, whatever. And he said all this. He said, listen, I want full immunity, and you could take down my sister. She said, we don't want your sister. We want Tommy mostly. Give us Tommy and all. He said, will do. So now he's got to get back in the good graces with Tommy and try to get some information. I said, this is getting interesting. How is this going to play out? How is this going to play out? That's how I'm thinking. I'm like, because Tommy's not stupid. And how is Vic going to try to gain Tommy's trust? But Tommy's got to be a step ahead. You got to be a step ahead. But it was so good. I was like, this whole episode was good. All these family dynamics, this was good. So we got to see how that's going to play out. Because now, Claudia, sweetheart, you on your own. Vic is done with you. He's like, nah, you tried to get me killed. You tried to double cross me. But these families, all these families on these Power series, every last one of them, the Tejadas in book 2, ruthless, and the Raising Canaan's mother, ruthless. Like, these families are ruthless. They write them all ruthless like that, and it's just crazy. But I enjoyed this episode very much. I very much enjoyed it. I'm enjoying this season, though. So tell me your thoughts. What did you feel about this episode? And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss Paulie, and I'm going to miss Walter. It was just something about Walter. Even though he was ruthless and evil, I liked his character. I'm going to miss those characters being on the show. So we got to see what's going to happen. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.